name is Donna Sill, and I'm the host of Girl Talk. Thanks for joining us today. We're talking about parental connectedness, the bond between a parent and a child. I have 4 fabulous panelists with me today from South Orange and Maplewood that I would like for them to introduce themselves. Girls, if you could just say your name, the town that you live in, and your age.
Hi, my name is Ariane. I live in South Orange, and I'm in 8th grade.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I live in Maplewood.
Hi, I'm Kyla. I live in South Orange and I'm in 6th grade.
Hi, I'm Sadie. I live in South Orange and I'm also in 6th grade.
All right, great. So girls, let's give them the official Girl Talk welcome. Thanks for watching Girl Talk, where it's our talk and our time. Okay, so we have a great show for you today. The first half will be myself and the girls, and the second half of the show, the parents will join us and have a conversation. So girls, let's relax. Let's talk about our parents, our relationships with our parents, and what I want today for us to do is for girls your age to know better ways to connect with their parents, to talk to their parents. So you are the voice for the girls today. So let's just have a simple conversation. When you think of your parents, what words come to mind?
They're caring.
Caring. Okay. I'm just going to stop real quick. We have one of our panelists that just came in, Malaika. Come on in, Malaika, and join us. Thanks for coming. Okay, Malaika, I know you just walked in, but can you just say your name, your grade, and what town you live in?
I'm Malaika. I'm 13, and I live in South Orange.
Okay, good. Glad you're here, Malaika. Okay, the first question that I just said was, when you think of parents, what words come to mind? And was it Kyla that said caring? Okay, good. What are the words come to mind when you think of parents?
When I think of parents, I think of a guide.
Guide? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's a good word. What else?
A guardian.
Guardian. Sadie?
Someone that's always going to be there for me.
Someone that's always going to be there for you. Okay. Malika, I see you nodding your head. Is that, you agree with that?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Okay, good. So someone that's always there for you, a guide, someone that's caring. Okay, good. What do you think the goal of being a parent is? Malika?
Excuse me. It's so when your child gets older that you know that they're successful and that you know that you did a good job.
Okay, good. So when the child gets older, you know that they're successful and they did good. So they're there to guide you and help you on a path to success. Does anyone else want to add anything? Kyla?
I think a parent is someone that teaches their child what to do and what not to do, so they know when they're older what to do and what not to do.
Good. Okay, a teacher.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I like that. Anyone else have any comments on what they think the goal of being a parent is? You guys have done some great responses, said some great responses. All right, Hannah?
To make sure your child is successful.
Okay, make sure your child is successful. Wonderful. Ariane?
To get you ready for life.
Get you ready and prepared for life. Good. These are great answers, girls. Okay, as a child, okay, what do you think your role is? All right, Malaika.
As a child, I think our role is to listen and just to help our parents and just kind of be ourselves, but still take the guidelines and different things that our parents give to us.
Okay, guidelines. I like that word. All right, I saw some other hands.
Yeah.
Kyla?
I think our job is to listen, like Malika said, to our parents and let them know that they did a good job, like when we're older, so they know that they were a good parent.
Okay. What is the best way you guys think, and I like that, so to let them know that they're good parents, what is the best way you think is that you can show your parents that they were a good parent?
To be respectful and obey them.
To be respectful, okay. How are other ways that we can show our parents that they've done a great job? Hannah?
You can tell them that.
You can tell them. Okay, what about showing them? All right, Ariane?
Like, you can help around the house.
Okay, help around the house.
Their job much easier to let them know that you're going to be there to help them out, as well as they're going to be there for you to help you out.
Good, I like that. Sadie, and then I'll come to you, Malika.
Well, I think when you get older, if you successful, that's kind of showing your parents that they did a good job to raise you.
Good, good. How are some ways that we can measure success? Like for you right now, I mean, you can't go out and get a great job, okay? Because you still. What are some things that you could do? I mean, you said housework. You said what are some other things that you could do, Malika?
Good grades and show them that you're responsible.
Good grades. That's what I was looking for. Wonderful. Okay. What was the most memorable time that you had with your parents? Hannah.
When I was with my mom and my brother and my dad, and my mom was sleeping, and we painted her face.
Oh, you painted your face when your mom was sleeping? Okay, so what happened when she woke up?
She went to the bathroom because she always goes to the bathroom. And she looked in the mirror and she started screaming.
That's hilarious. That's funny. That's cute. Anyone else have a story they'd like to share?
When I was younger, I saved up money and I bought my mommy dinner for her birthday.
Oh, that was really nice. Okay. Where did you guys go?
We went to Houlihan.
Oh, wow. I bet she really enjoyed Houlihan. Yeah. Okay. What else? Somebody else. Okay, Kyla.
Last Thanksgiving, like every Thanksgiving, my family, we have a list of what foods each of us make. But last Thanksgiving, my sister, my brother, and I, we made like all the activities and stuff we were going to do ourselves. And our parents were like surprised that we could do it. And we could cook some stuff, but not everything, and that was really fun.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Anyone else have a story? Ariane.
When me and my mom were driving back from New York, it was about a 3-hour trip, and we really got to talk and just got to connect, and we had a lot of fun.
Good. I love those stories. I wonder why, and I want you guys to think about what made those times memorable for you. What made them significant?
It was just me and my mom and none of my other siblings.
Okay, good. So spending time alone with your parent is helpful. Okay. That's really good, Malika, because that is one of the key strategies to effective parenting and to develop a bond with your child is to spend time separate from the siblings, separate from, another parent, and just some alone time. Good. Anyone else? What about cooking in the kitchen? What made that fun for you, Kyla?
Well, it was just me and my mom, and my sister most of the time helps my mom with cooking and stuff, but I just taken a cooking class that my mom signed me up for.
Okay. Mhm.
So then I got to be her helper when we were cooking, and it wasn't just my sister and my mom. And most of the time I feel kind of left out because my sister does cooking with her.
Okay.
But this time I got to actually cook with her.
Okay, good. So it's some bonding time, something fun to do. Good. All right. Let's see. What are some of the sayings that your parents always recite, and what do you think they mean? Okay, Sadie.
Well, my parents always just tell me to follow my dreams.
Follow your dreams.
And they tell me that it might not be like what they want me to be when I get older, just to do what I want to do.
Okay.
And that's what I think it means.
Now, I know you probably, other panelists have heard that before, right? I think that's a strong saying. What does it mean to follow your dreams? And, it may not be what your parents want. I think that's excellent that your parents say that to you, Sadie, but it's what you feel is right for you. What does following your dreams mean?
It's kind of like believing in yourself. If you put your mind on becoming a lawyer, even your parents want you to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, even though everybody's saying, oh, you won't make it, you won't make nothing, you're not going to come out of anything. If you really believe and follow your dreams, you'll be able to get it done.
Yes, that's good. Any other sayings that you guys hear your parents? All right.
My mom always says normal is overrated.
Normal is overrated. Okay, what does that mean? What do you got? Okay, Ariane.
I think it means that you shouldn't always try to be like somebody else. You should always try to stand out and be yourself. Yeah, I think that's what it means.
Yeah, and that's a great lesson. Anyone else? Okay. I think the good thing is, like what Ariane said, is you don't want to be like anyone else, to be yourself, but it's also a way to give you an open spot to be creative and to really learn who you want to be in life. And I think that's wonderful. I like that saying. I'm going to start using it. Okay, Kyla, you were going to say something, a saying that your parents said?
My mom and dad always say, be a leader, not a follower.
Oh, okay. All right. What are some characteristics of a leader?
Someone who doesn't follow the crowd.
Okay, someone that doesn't follow the crowd. Sadie?
Well, this is kind of like what Malika said, but someone who like does what they want to do and
Okay.
doesn't just do something because their friends told them to.
Okay, good. I was going to ask another question that it's about values, standards in your households, things that you know are right or wrong. What are some of the standards in your house that your parents show you? Okay, Kyla?
My mom always wants me to respect people in my family and my friends.
Okay. All right, respect people, your family, and your friends. Okay. Anyone else? What are some of the values in your house that you live by every day?
To be fair.
To be fair, okay. Now, how do you know that these standards exist in your house? To be fair, okay, Sadie?
Well, usually when like I'm doing something and I just have a feeling of what my parents want me to do and don't want me to do.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? How do you know some of the standards in your house? Okay, Malika?
Like, one of our standards is, well, for my little sisters, is sharing.
Sharing.
They're learning
Okay.
about that now, to share and to be respectful to other people's property.
Okay, good. All right. I think it's important, values and standards, and I think our parents, when they tell us these things, you know, it may not even be through words, it may be through their actions. So it's really good to hear that you know some of them. Now, what is great about your parents, specifically? Kyla?
My mom is really fun, and she can make something boring, she can make it fun.
Okay. What are some of the ways that your mom makes things fun?
Well, one time in New York, because we go to New York a lot, we always have to walk a lot of blocks.
Okay.
And so she, like, if we're walking in front of her, me, my sister, and my brother, she would just normally act like she's starting to chase us or something, and then we'd end up running, and then the next thing we know, we'd be at the place.
Oh, that's fun. That's nice. So she makes the activities fun. She makes them exciting. That's really nice. Okay. What else is great about your parents? Ariane?
My mom always knows when something's wrong. I
Oh.
know maybe other people may not be able to see it. She always knows she always senses that something's wrong with me, and she'll ask me if there is anything wrong. Yeah.
Okay, good. Our parents' ability to sense when something's wrong, that's nonverbal communication. And do you know that they say nonverbal communication is 70% of communication? It's not what you say. It's how you move, your sense, or just your emotions. That is what really is a strong way of communicating. Okay, okay, Malika.
My mom, she puts, like, her children and her family before herself. And she thinks about other people before herself. She's nowhere close to selfish.
Oh, good. And that's a really major thing. A lot of parents do that. They put their kids first, and it's wonderful that you have a parent that does that for you. Okay. Now, what is something that kind of drives you a little nuts about your parents that you would like to see change a little so that you could communicate with them better? Ariane?
Sometimes if you do something bad and you're going to tell your parents, they get really mad, like, before you can even say anything. Like, after you tell them that you did something bad, they get really mad, and it makes you feel like you should never told them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so getting mad quickly when you tell them that you've done something wrong, Malika.
And they're quick to judge sometimes. Like, if you're telling them something, and before you can even finish, they can say, so why are you worrying about that? Why are you doing this? I was just trying to tell you something, you weren't listening to me.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. All right, those are really good examples, and I think it's not specific to your parents. I think it's specific to almost every parent when, they are trying to address their child and they're trying to make sure their child is doing all the right things, and sometimes we may take it a little bit personally. But those are good comments, and I think that the parents that out there will probably hear that and listen to that, and hopefully that could be one of the barriers that they work on. So being less judgmental, and Ariana, for parents to kind of not be on the defensive and kind of open up and listen. Okay, that's great. All right, any other things that you guys want to talk about your parents or communicating with your parents, or something wonderful about your parents that you want to talk about? Kyla?
My mom and dad they always tell me not to lie about things. So my mom told me this story one time about how she wasn't her parents when she was a kid didn't let her wear nail polish. But she put clear nail polish on because she didn't think they would notice. But then, she got a staple stuck inside her finger, and it really hurt her, so she had to go to her parents. But she didn't want them to know that she had nail polish on, so she waited a really long time, but eventually she had to go to them, and they got the staple out, but she still got in trouble for lying.
Yeah.
So, I try not to lie too much, but it's kind of hard, but yeah.
I love that story, Kyla. I'm so glad you shared that story, because I think that what happens when we lie, and it is hard not to lie and always tell the truth, but what happens when we lie, especially to our parents that know us very well because they live with us, is that they find out, and and also they will. It just gets worse. It's like a rolling stone, and then it just gets worse. And another thing that could have happened is she could have gotten a very bad infection, and it's a good thing that didn't turn out that way. But sometimes things could. Malika?
It's like this. You might think your parents don't know you, but they do. Like my friends, they tell me that when I lie, I don't blink. And I never noticed it. And they're like, yeah, when you lie, you blink. You don't blink. I was like, oh, okay. And I'm like wondering how they knew that. People pay attention to you, you don't really know it. So they know when you're lying, when you're telling the truth.
Okay, I like that. So you blink with, I have to listen out, look out for that, Malika. Okay, good. So let's see here. I want you all, and I guess you guys already have done this, to name one characteristic about your parents. Okay, this is another question. Which parent do you think you're most like, and why do you think you're most like them? Hannah?
I think I'm most like my dad because we both like cooking and we like the same things.
Okay. Which parent are you? All right, Malika?
I'm like my dad. My dad's more social, more outgoing, just like me. And we're kind of the same sometimes. We like listen to the same music, and we're just kind of goofy at times.
Oh. Sadie?
I don't think I'm like either one of my parents more because I really like to cook with my mom, but then I really like to play sports like my dad.
Okay, so it's a combination of both. Okay, good. That's nice. Ariana?
I think I'm like my mom because she's really nice and she's really caring, and I think I'm like her.
Okay. All right, great. Any more comments that you guys have about parents and bonds? And you guys have done a wonderful job. It's been a delight speaking with you. The next half of the show, the parents will be on the show, and we'll be talking a little bit more to the parents and seeing what their thoughts are on parenting and working with you and guiding you. We are joined now today with parents. The show is on parental connectedness, the bond between a parent and a child. And I'd like for the parents to introduce themselves and the girls to put your hand up as they say their names and the town that they live in. So we'll start with you, Eugenie.
My name is Eugenie Kishimana. I live in South Orange, and Irene is my daughter.
My name is Cheryl Chester Yansen, and my daughter's name is Malika Yansen, and we live in South Orange.
My name is Janine Beer. My daughter is Hannah, and we live in Maplewood.
My name is Raven Williams. I'm Kyla's mom, and we also live in South Orange.
Hi, my name is Andy Lewis. I live in South Orange, and Sadie is my daughter.
Okay. Well, welcome, parents. We're very happy to have you on the show today, and we would like to have you join in on our motto with Girl Talk. It is our talk and our time. Thanks a lot. So we're just having a conversation. We're trying to make it easier for parents to connect and bond with their child because it is the number one way to decrease health risk behaviors and to increase success in life. So let me start with a question. Name one characteristic that you love about your daughter. Eugenie, if you want to start.
Yes, my daughter is very good at doing something. When she puts her mind to it, she can get it done right and very fast.
Okay, good.
One quality that I like about Malaika is her ability to express herself. She's very free with expressing her thoughts. It can be a bit of a challenge at times, but I do see it as a positive quality that she can use moving forward into adulthood.
Good.
Hannah is a very kind, caring girl. Really cares about other people.
Good, that's nice.
Kyla is very confident, and I admire that quality in her a lot.
One of the things I love about Sadie is her sense of fairness and her lack of cliquish behavior.
Okay, good. Those are wonderful qualities. How do you feel that your parents have said those amazing things about you? How does it make you feel?
Good.
Good, okay, yeah. All right, great. It's important when we communicate with our children. I know a lot of times we say, you know, we're really proud of you, but it's nice to hear one thing that you really love about them. Okay, so girls, can you name or tell your parents, we talked about this at the beginning of the show, one characteristic that you admire, you really like about them. I want them to hear it. All right, Malaika, you want to start?
My mommy puts her children and her family before herself, and she thinks about other people, and she's nowhere close to self.
Okay, nowhere close to being selfish. Cheryl, how does that make you feel?
That makes me feel very great.
You're welcome.
All right, Ariane.
It's kind of like what Malaika said. My mom is really nice. She's really caring, and she thinks about other people, and she likes helping other people before herself.
Okay, so it sounds like you guys have, you know, you've probably shown her that lesson, and that's where she gets it from. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it feels good to see that your child can see something in you that you don't always think about, and it's good.
Oh, good, good. All right, Sadie, I see your hand up. Ready to talk about your dad. Great.
My dad always knows when something's wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I'm not happy or like something made me upset, he'll like always know that he could come and ask me what's wrong.
Good. And he probably makes things better by doing that, right?
Yeah.
Andy, that's wonderful. How does that make you?
Makes me feel good.
Good.
To hear that Sadie, she sees that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hannah.
My mom is creative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she likes doing things that are not normal.
Oh, Janine. Is that true?
Well, one of the things I say to Hannah, because Hannah will say, "Boy, Ma, you're weird," and I'll say, "Normal is overrated, Hannah."
Yeah, she mentioned that. I like that a lot. How does it make you feel knowing that she senses that creativity?
Good.
You know? Good. That's wonderful. Kyla.
And I said my mom is fun.
Mm-hmm.
She's always fun.
Okay. She talked to us about how you make walking on those long, awful blocks in New York fun, and you know, I think
Yeah.
that's great.
Thank you, Kyla. I think it's just very important to still connect with your children and have fun with your kids. And it keeps you young. You have to keep that spirit and that energy.
That's
Can't be
wonderful.
serious all the time.
Thanks, Raven. That's wonderful. Okay, so communication. Let's talk about communicating with our children. And we know that it's key to a healthy relationship. In your home, what do you find works on, you know, what are some of the things that you would like other parents to hear that work in your home to keep the communication going with your children? Okay. Okay, Raven?
Well, me and Kyla do have the opportunity to talk and interact face-to-face a lot, but we also recently, I've discovered she likes to text message a lot. So I've kind of jumped in on that, and so we'll also do that. So when we can't be face-to-face, text messaging with her or even sending emails if something comes up. Those other methods seem to work. That's how she communicates with a lot of her friends, and I've kind of started doing it as well.
That's
So it works for
smart.
us.
That's very good, Raven. That's really moving into their territory. That's really connecting. I am working on it. See, with the text messaging, I get stuck on the grammar. And when Malika sends me these messages, I'm stuck on the word that's spelled incorrectly. But I'm working on, I mean, you can, phonetically, you understand what is being said, you know, what is meant. But that is key, and that's one thing that I am trying to work on so that I can better my relationship with her. Because that's where they are. It's texting and the internet, you know?
I'm glad you commented on that, Cheryl, because it is tough to see you and it's just a letter U, you know, but it is moving into their world. And they don't write their essays like that, right, girls? Yeah, it's just to quickly send a text. And texting is fabulous. Whenever my friends can't get in touch with their kids or myself, I always say, send a text, you know. And I've sent a text during class time, which makes me nervous, and I've gotten a response, which is not probably good, but, you know, it is a good way to get in touch with the kids. I like that a lot. Okay.
I have a policy that at least when I'm working and when Ariane is out of school, she will call me and let me know how the day is going on and what she's planning on doing next. So we have that midday communication and before we meet each other later on when I get home.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. Okay, Andy, I saw your hand up.
It did. Two things. I try to listen to some of the music that Sadie is into.
Oh, that's good.
I enjoy that, and we do talk about certain artists that she likes and I like or not like. And and also I ask questions, and a lot of the time I actually listen for the answers.
Oh, good.
And that's really helpful because then we can talk about that rather than me just nodding my head.
Yeah. That's really good. I mean, dipping, what I've heard here, which I think is fabulous, is that you're almost, you know, going into their world, you know, listening to the music, sending text messaging. Those are wonderful ways to relate to your child. Anyone else? Any other parents have something that works in your home that you notice when you talk to your kids? Or girls, do you notice something that you could appreciate that your parents do at home to help connect with you, that you like what they do? Okay.
I actually found out that sometime when we're not at home and we can have a better communication, we will just drive outside of the house and then we're able to talk because there's, I guess, there's distraction around the house and it's just different environment. She's more open to talk when we're not inside the home.
Right. I think that's really good because the other day my daughter and I had a bit of a conflict, and what we did, we went for a walk, and that really did work, and I like that a lot. Okay. Let's see. What is a parent to you? Now, the girls talked to me in the beginning of the show and said what their definition of a parent was. What is your definition of a parent?
I think it's someone who can really, you know, guide your children, make sure they're, you know, guide them through daily skills and to instill a certain set of values so they are responsible, good, kind, caring people when they grow up.
Okay, and I'd like to add something to that question. What makes it difficult for you guys, you know, in parenting? Because parenting is a tough job. It's bigger than any other job that we have. What makes it difficult sometimes, or, you know, what, you know, I don't know, like a balance, kind of what you would like. I don't know.
I see parenting as a work in progress. There was no manual. I mean, there's so many books that are written about parenting, but it's my experience that you truly experience parenting if you have gone through it. then you can really relate. I see my role as a parent to be a model for my children. All too often, we're forced to look for models outside of our households. One of my goals is that they see me as a model. Also, like I share with Malika, what I am teaching you, I call them survivor skills.
Okay.
So it's for you to take what I have taught you into the world so that you can not only be a productive citizen, but you can be comfortable and confident of who you are. Like, let's take, for example, cleaning. And just say, oh, mommy, no one else cleans. You always have me cleaning. I said, well, sweetie, it's not that ultimately this is what you should be doing in life, but at least you have an idea as to how it needs to be done. So that even if someone else is doing it for you, you can guide that person as to how you know that it should be done.
Okay.
So basically, I just see my role as a model for my children.
That's wonderful. Okay, Raven, I saw your hand up.
Yeah, I definitely think it's important for a parent to be a teacher and to take out time and make the time to teach your child different things in any circumstance, no matter how small. There's usually some type of lesson, because sometimes what's obvious to you may not be as obvious to your child. And it's your responsibility to point those things out to your child and to teach them so that in the future or when you're not around, they can make educated decisions and wise choices.
Good, that's wonderful. Andy?
I don't know if this is how to parent or not, but what I try to do is give all my kids a lot of roaming room, tremendous amounts of roaming room to keep their experimentation, their imagination, with the guidance of a wide corral, so to speak. And it gets very nervous for me when they go right up to that gate, which they do a lot, because that's what it's testing limits, is what I think is how we all grow, even now, at my age. So that's what I try to do.
Good, I like that a lot. Okay, Eugenie?
I think in my experience, because we recently came to America, is that she's the first generation, and it's always a struggle for me to accept the fact that she's not going to be in Terry for my culture, the way I was brought up in different things, and still wants to have her, let her have her own experience. But it's hard to let it go of your own, values. But we're working on that.
Compromise, yes, that's a good thing. Okay, so I would like for the parents to share the 5 tips that we came up, the 5 strategies of parental connectedness, what we think are really good strategies for Girl Talk. We always talk about strategies to help assist other children and parents to increase the bond with their child. So, Andy, if I could start with you, the first strategy.
Okay, sure. Find a comfort zone to bring up difficult issues with your child.
Okay, find a comfort zone. Okay, Raven?
Listen, take time to really hear your child and what they're saying.
Okay, Janine?
Know your children's friends and their friends' parents.
Okay, Cheryl?
Creating a positive bond with your child is the greatest protective factor against any high-risk behavior.
Okay, okay, and Eugenie?
Make time to spend with your child.
Okay, good. I really appreciate the parents again coming on, the girls, your openness and your honesty on the show. Are there any last minute thoughts that parents would like to say that you would like to hear, have other parents in the area to know about, to help them with their, their route in parenting? Or girls, do you have any things or any last minute thoughts?
I think to try to spend some time with your children every day, in either doing something together or just, even if you're doing like daily chores together, just to spend some time with them, and ask them what's going on in their life.
Good. Spending time. Okay, good. We talked about, I want to talk about the friends factors. That was one of our strategies, knowing your children's friends. How do we do that? How do we, and their friends' parents, which is a key element. It's, again, dipping into their world. How are some of the ways that you guys think that we could do that?
I think it's just, having those friends over, talking to those parents. I've been involved in Girl Scouts, and then that's a group of, girls and their parents. And I think it's very important. And I've picked up the phone and really just talked to those friends, the friends' parents.
The friends and the friends' parents. Okay, good. What about listening? How do we listen? What if our kid is saying something that's like, wow? How do we just really open up and listen? Andy?
Try to just bite your lower lip and not be judgmental so that they continue to share those things with you.
Okay, I think that that's really important, not being judgmental, and I really wanted that to come out during the show because a lot of the kids said in the beginning that sometimes the parents are on a defense and they're, we want our children to confide in us and to feel comfortable in coming to us in their time of need. So that's important. All right, any last minute thoughts? We have about 30 seconds left of the show. Again, I would like to thank you all for being a part of the show. And thanks for watching Girl Talk, where it is our talk and our time. And join us next time. If you have any comments that you would like to have us know about, please email us at somagirltalk@hotmail.com. I'm hoping that it's at the end of the screen, but it's somagirltalk@hotmail.com. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you again soon.
Situations get complicated. We've been involved with things we never thought we'd make it. But when we clear our heads, nothing can hold us, man.